Hi, my name is Madeline Harrison, and this is my UDL for week 11, which is from October 30th until November 6th. So our thing that we're supposed to talk about is we were supposed to talk about one student that we've observed throughout the semester. What do we know about them? Describe their behavior, learning style, and interactions. So one student that really stood out to me this semester, her name is Berlin. This year it's her second time taking second grade, so she did it last year and she didn't do well enough, and so they kept her back because they wanted her to try doing it again. So she's had the same teacher both years, so she had Mrs. Mull last year and then they put her in the same class again, so this year it's a second third combo, so it's kind of a bit more up, but it's like not fully third grade. I chose her because she's the student I've interacted with the most out of any of them. She's been mentioned in a lot of my observation papers, and she's the one that, I don't know if you remember, but she was asked to do her work at the teacher's desk because she was being very distracting to other students. She talks really loudly, and she just wasn't letting the teacher do her lesson plans. She tends to interrupt a lot, and then she'll also start talking when the students are supposed to be doing individual work, which is kind of very frustrating for the teacher, as she has told me. She's a very interpersonal learner, and she's a lot more invested in doing her work when she's able to talk through it with someone else and talk about what she's planning on doing. She often just calls me over. She's like, "Oh, Miss Maddie, can you come over here and help me with this?" She knows how to do all of it. She just wants to talk herself through it out loud, and it's the only way she's able to, because she's not really allowed to talk out loud while they're taking a test or something, but she can ask me for help just so she can vocalize what she wants to write down, and she's like, "Oh, is that right?" But she doesn't actually need the help. She just wants to talk about it, and before she writes it down. She's extremely capable of answering the questions, but she will refuse to write anything down until she's spoken to someone about the assignment. In one of my other classes, I have to observe a kindergartner, so I just use the same school. I still go to Valley Oak. I just walk over to the other section in the kindergarten classes, and I'll go in the afternoon, which is about the time that the second grade class is doing their lunchtime. So I found out that after she eats her lunch, she still has a lot of extra time, so she'll come over to the kindergarten class and she'll help out instead of doing her recess and extra lunchtime playing with the other kids in her grade. She genuinely enjoys being there. She's super social with the students, and she's very, very helpful as she helps with their assignments. It gave me a really different perspective of her because I've only ever seen her in the second grade class where she's very talkative and disruptive. It was really she's so helpful in the kindergarten class. It's just a major change, and it's just really interesting to see the difference in her behavior based off the difference in the environment. So yeah, thank you for listening.